hey, how have you guys been? Sorry I've been gone a little while. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. I'm the Florida Bearded Woodworker. I've been kind of on hiatus for about a year. I got in a car accident and got banged up pretty good. My lawyer told me no videos, and I wasn't in a position to really make any videos. But I'm back now. I've got a bunch of tools that I'd like to talk about. I've just been hard at work and hard at recovery. And I got to get back on track. I got to get healthier. I got to knock some of this weight off so I don't hurt so bad. I'd like to focus more on my YouTube channel, and I'd like to get going on some real big projects of woodworking. I'd like to do some furniture building, some outdoor teak, some indoor high-end. I've got some awesome projects planned. Right now, let's talk about some new tools I have. I don't know if you guys noticed on the intro, bring it out a little bit. You can see there, I finally broke down and became a real YouTuber. I dropped the money and picked up a 3 horsepower, 230 volt saw stop. If I'm going to do this for a while, the digits are important. This is the main focus of the shop. There's a lot that is done on the table saw and a lot that can be done on the table saw. So now I've got a real table saw and I'm able to do some work. I've also, for the table saw, you can see here, I picked up the micro dial tapering jig. I want to do a lot of furniture building, so I'm going to do a lot of tapered legs. So we've got the system to do that. As well, I've got notes here, so let me try to stick to them. Let's go over some of my new tools. I picked up a Festool domino. You can see in the back, I've got a whole bunch of lumber to be used. I've got a lot of milled rustic walnut. Sorry, I'm just tuning in here. All right, now you see me a little better. I picked up a Domino XL. Everybody hates these or loves these. I'm not going to a CNC yet, but when I can afford one, I'll buy one too, so you guys can yell at me for that as well. I picked up the XL 700 because I want to do some sofas and chairs like that outside, tables, to hold some weight. I'm a big boy. I didn't want any little dominoes in there. Also, I realized that I'm going to have to pick up the 500 anyway because there's a lot of small projects. The domino's a tool changer. Whether you like it or not, you got to either adapt or sit there with your chisel. I'll wait while you do it, and I'll go ahead and bust them out with my domino. Also, I had only a little Harbor Freight bandsaw. I used it for a while. I used to do a lot with it. I cut myself pretty good on it one day, and it's pretty much just been a box holder for a while. Went ahead and picked up see if we can get a little better picture of that. I went ahead and picked up the Jet 18-inch JWBS 18-3, which is the 3 horsepower, 230 volt saw. Well, the video's coming up. I'm going to go ahead and we'll do a video of the assembly of that and the adjustment. Oh, I got a wasp on me. Never a dull moment in my videos. You never know what's going to happen in Florida. Hell, the other night on Uber, I almost run over an alligator at midnight. So we're here. We're going to do the bandsaw assembly and adjustment. We're going to use the Allen Snodgrass system. We're going to go ahead and put up the saw stop. I don't have a fence for this right now. I just have 2 wings. The people over at Rockler in Tampa, they were fantastic. They didn't charge me for the full saw. You know, by the time you get out the door, I got the industrial base and everything. I got it for like $3,800 bucks. Granted, I didn't get a fence or anything, and that's because tomorrow our U.S. Postal Service, no, I'm just kidding, UPS is going to bring me a Incra TS-LS system with the number 2, and then that comes with a right side router table. I went ahead and opted for the Clean Sweep dust cabinet. I went ahead and picked up a Milwaukee 5625 router that'll go in there. I picked up an Incra PRL V2 lift. That's their premier Incra lift system to go on the right side. And I also got an iBox jig coming. I still need to get some router bits for the iBox. I guess for the router table. There's an Incra setup for a bunch of router bits to get you going, doing doubles and all that. I would like to get that, and I'm also going to get the hinge crafter, and I'll need that set up for the roundovers as well. Check my list and see if I'm missing anything. Again, on the upcoming videos, I'd like you guys to tell me what you'd like to see. On my table saw and my bandsaw, I'm going to try this new system I've heard a lot about, the carbon method. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the carbon method, but it's supposed to be super slick, like an air hockey table. Sure would be nice. If that's the case, I may even opt to get another cast iron table for the SawStop, for the router table. The Incra system comes with a router table, but it's not cast iron. I may opt for that later. See, I also picked up these the Fit Finder half gauge. We've got the dado stop, and this is the setup gauge. I've also picked up the bow featherboard. I guess they're bow. It could go either way, bow or bow, featherboard, and this is for the bandsaw. It's supposed to help with the resawing. I'm excited to see that. Also, I picked up, to help me set up the bandsaw companion. We'll get more into that when we do the installation of the jet and bandsaw. We also, speaking of the jet, I haven't really done much of a video on it. My jet JDP 17-inch drill press worked fantastic when I put it together. The light and laser, everything was fantastic. I drilled some holes. I was all excited. I bought it a couple years ago, and I went in the house. I made a sandwich. I came back out, and the light and the laser didn't work. The drill press worked, and I've used it since then. But there was I called Jet to find out, hey, what's giving us? Well, they have a part, a little circuit board here, and they apologized. They said it was a common problem, and they have a new circuit board for me. I'm not a circuit board installer, but I will be, and I'll take you guys with me for the journey. That should be an exciting video of pulling the Jet 17 apart and installing the new circuit board, because it's a common problem and nobody talks about it out there. I'm not going to just do videos of unboxings and stuff. If you want to see a fat guy unbox a Jet, we can talk about it offline, and we can do it via buy me a coffee or whatever. Because if you're into that, you're into paying. That's what I think. There's a lot of guys out there doing it. We'll do stuff that's not really focused on. Like, there's not a lot of information about the JWBS 18-3 install and adjustment. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll cover putting the wings on this SawStop and adding the Incra system to it with the right side router table. We'll get into all that, because there's really nobody everybody's got a SawStop or an Incra, but they don't talk about putting it on the SawStop. It's really a connection problem, and I'm going to fix that problem as well. Let's see if I've missed anything. We're getting on about 10 minutes here, so we're doing pretty good. A lot of you may have hung up or closed the app as soon as you saw the Domino XL. Don't hate it, guy. I used some of the money from my injuries to upgrade my SawStop and everything else. When you're hurting every day, damn it, you earn it. So I don't want to hear any grief about it. I'm going to continue to buy nice tools for my wood shop because it's what I enjoy doing. And I don't need to answer to anybody. My bills are paid as of the minute, so we're good. We'll just keep on trucking. Thanks for sticking around. I know it's been a year, but don't fret. We got a lot of fun to come up. Let me grab this camera and give you a shot of what's in the shop and really what we're doing. I got a nice little light thing for it. I picked up another shop light. So let's try not to make you too sick. But you can see here, that's my table of shame. The table of shame has a lot of new tools on it. Things I've been busy. I mean, I had to pick up a Milwaukee drain cleaner. I mean, if you want me to do something on that, that's worth the 100 and something bucks. 150 bucks, man. I saved myself a plumber. The Festool with all the little parts. There's some of my saw stop stuff. I'm going to, I have this saw that I picked up from a neighbor. I was trying to help him out. It's the brushless Flex Volt. It's on Craigslist in Sarasota if you want to go check it out. Also, I've got that bandsaw there from Harbor Freight. I'm going to let that go for cheap. And underneath, I don't know if you can see that behind my walker when I had my hip replacement. I got some garage sale junk there. I got to clean out that. But I've got a scroll saw back there. Of course, you know I've done some fiberglass epoxy work, and there's my pressure tank. So I've got some plans with some pistachio shells in the future. We'll go over here, drag you around. I got to start using up some of my lumber. There's just my scrap lumber. Then I've got some good lumber up there on the wall. I got 100 board foot of walnut. I've got Purple Heart, maple, plus a lot of turning stuff in the corner. I just need to make room, so we're going to make some projects. I have this table saw that I've been using, and this is the Metabo table saw. And I tell you what, it's been very good for me. I may keep it as a dado saw, strictly having a dado saw, and build a cabinet for it. You guys know I've got the joiner. 8-inch joiner. I picked that sucker up at a garage sale. I can't even believe I got that bargain. Picked that up. I've got dust collection. You know I've got the disc sander, the DeWalt planer. I've got a makeshift little dust collector, which I'm going to keep for a while. That corner I'm going to clean up, probably move those shelves over there, move this lumber cart over here and give me more room. You know I've in the back there, I don't know if you can see it, I've got my my lathe, this is my Bosch 12-inch sliding compound saw. I'm not getting rid of that. That's fantastic. Of course, there's my new 18-inch bandsaw, and then my old bandsaw. And I got a whole bunch of Milwaukee tools over there I've been accumulating. So yeah. It's frozen. Hopefully it's still recording, but my watch says no. So maybe I've already blown it. Oh, it's working. I'm able to keep an eye on what I'm recording on my phone. Technology is incredible. For a guy who was 30 before he had a cell phone, these things are pretty neat. Maybe I'll get to editing soon. But for now, the world keeps turning. Turn with it. I'm the Florida Bearded Woodworker. I'm so glad to be back. This is what I truly love to do. I need to figure out how to do this for a living and not go out there and cut grass and drive Uber, and you know, it's time to be at home. And I also missed one thing I wanted to show everybody. This was kind of a last minute deal. I'm gonna do some high-end furniture, and I mean I want to do some beautiful teak stuff. I'm in Sarasota. We're in the top 3 areas in the state, in the country to live. There's so much money here. There's no sense. Everybody's got IKEA. Everybody that I tell that I'm going to build some high-end furniture and it's not just junk with double inlays and double doubles and all that, people can't even fathom it because they're used to IKEA. So the market's there. I picked this up to make sure, because I'm in a humid area, and if I'm going to be building high-end furniture, I need to know what wood is ready to use and what's not. We'll get into a whole bunch of the... We'll probably do a review on the Orion 950. Do you need to spend the money? Is there 40 bucks okay? Or I don't know. When I got $1,000 in wood, 25 bucks for a moisture meter that pokes a couple holes in it and only measures between the 2 points scares the living daylights out of me. So when you got to know, you got to know. All right. I could keep rambling because I've missed you guys, but I'm going to get in there and upload this video and clean the shop a little bit and start working on that jet. The next video to come out is going to be the jet assembly and the adjustment. And then we're going to go ahead and do the table saw installation of the Incra system. And if you're interested in the DeWalt 12-inch plug-in miter saw, and it's a battery powered, I got a new battery for it, new charger, 2 old batteries. One of them doesn't really recharge. The other works fine. I'm also going to sell that bandsaw, scroll saw. I might sell this table saw. If you're in Florida, I'll meet you somewhere if you want. But give me a call. Check it out. The world keeps turning. Turn with it.